up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before we get going on our video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, share the video, turn on your notifications, and go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. If you got a breakdown or a prediction you want me to do, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. And don't forget about our live shows, live every Wednesday and Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Live every Sunday morning with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But let's get it popping. Let's get into our video. And Devin Haney, Devin the Dream Haney versus George Kambosos 2, confirmed for October 15th. Just like I told y'all this whole time, bro. And people was arguing me up and down. And now people are trying to, some Devin Haney fans, not all of them, they are blaming Devin Haney versus George Kambosos 2 on Vasily Lomachenko ducking Devin Haney. That's why Devin Haney versus George Kambosos 2 is happening. Alright? Some of them still on the tank train, but we done killed that noise, you know what I'm saying? We done killed that argument many times. I don't feel the need to do it again, but if anybody want to talk about, oh, Tank Davis ducking Devin Haney, just let me know, you know what I mean? We down for any debate. Y'all know how we do over here, but bro, it's crazy, because I'm a Devin Haney fan too, right? Like, look at the Tank Davis video that we just dropped. Like, I'm a Tank Davis fan, bro. But I got to keep it real on these fighters when I see something that needs to be critiqued, bro. And this ain't really, and it is towards Devin Haney, bro. Because Devin Haney, the fight got announced, right? And they had the press conference and everything. But he was saying that it was all cap, that he ain't signed nothing yet. For them to put together a press conference, bro, for the shit to be on BoxRec, for the stuff that Michael Benson was reporting, for him to have the date correct to the T. Like, this is the fight is on the exact date that Michael Benson reported, and Devin Haney quoted his tweet and said, all cap, I ain't heard or signed nothing. You got Bill Haney. Shout out to Bill, man. Great father, great promoter of his son, great manager, great businessman in the sport of boxing. He doing this thing, bro. But in doing this thing, man, he has this narrative that he's pushing that somehow Devin had fluidity in this situation. Somehow Devin could have done something else than what I knew was imminent. Something else other than what I told y'all would happen, bro. Like, I don't understand why people couldn't see this coming. Like, in order for Devin to get out of this rematch, he had one option and one option only, bro. Bob Arum, DHP, whomever, they would have had to pay Kambosos step-aside money, bro. That's it. That's all. Everything else was an unrealistic option because it opened him up to liabilities, bro. Well, Knockout, what you mean? Because some of y'all might have heard me say these things. Some of you have not. Now that the fight is official, we got to revisit it and let y'all know why you should have seen this coming like I did, bro. Number one, the payoff. The getting Kambosos out the way. Number one, Kambosos, we all knew he was going to enact his rematch clause because there's a very small chance that Devin Haney going to do damage to you to put you in the hospital. Secondly, and most importantly, where else he going to make a few $1 million, bro? That's his only realistic option. Tank fight ain't in the cards for him. Ryan Garcia fight ain't in the cards for him. His only realistic option to make that type of money, millions of dollars, was to take his rematch with Devin Haney. So boom, he enacted his rematch clause. So now you think of ways that you can get out of. You think of Bob Arum and them paying him step-aside money. Why would Bob Arum, I told y'all, pay step-aside money to a fight that he know his fighter gonna win? Devin Haney is a top-ranked fighter. George Kambosos is not. Bob Arum and his matchmakers saw Devin Haney shut out George Kambosos. Kambosos couldn't get a round off of Devin Haney. Only round, again, you could have argued was maybe the 12th round because Devin was coasting. But at worst, he won that fight 11 rounds to 1, quite possibly 12 rounds to 0, bro. Like, starched him. So other than the snowball's chance in hell, closing his eyes, throwing a mean-ass right hand at Devin Haney, forget how to box, and boom, he hurt him, then that's the only way. He can't outbox Devin Haney, bro. 10 times out of 10, Devin Haney will win a boxing match if George Kambosos can't hurt him. So if you Bob Irvin, why would you pay George Kambosos step-aside money, bro, knowing that he can't beat your fighter? No, you just let your fighter fight the fight. Try to recoup some money on him. Hopefully the Australian fans will die hard enough for their guy that they show up, you sell some good tickets at the live gate, you be able to make some of, if not all of their purses back, bro. You give them a trash-ass undercard where you ain't got to pay nobody, and you try to make some money, bro. If you can, at the very least, break as close to even as you could possibly do and then move on. So we got George Kambosos taking his rematch clause. The only way out of it is Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying, and them can pay step-aside money, which obviously the fighters here, they wasn't willing to do. Thirdly, the Devin Haney can drop all his belts argument because Kambosos is contracted to the belts. Well, if I'm contracted to fight you for all the belts and you drop all the belts and I can no longer fight for all the belts because the sanctioning bodies, they don't give a damn about that. Once their belt is vacant, they can order shit, do shit, and all that shit. So if you sign a contract with me, if I'm George Kambosos, and you drop all your belts, now somebody liable. You top rank, somebody liable because you signed a contract that I can fight you for all my belts back. That's the rematch clause. I try to get my rematch clause. You drop all the belts, thus making it to where I can't fight for all the belts because the WBA ordered this or the IBF ordered that or the WBC got this going on or the WBO got that going on. Now you liable. Now you open yourself up to liability. No good businessman. Nobody worth their weight in gold is just going to open themselves up to liability like that. No matter what Bill Haney running around this bitch telling y'all, bro. They ain't finna open themselves up to the liability of George Kambosos having some sort of recourse because you done made it to where that man can't get what he's contractually owed and what you signed to. So that was working against him. On the Kambosos side. On the Devin Haney side, a young man that wanted undisputed so hard, is going to drop his belts rather than just defend his belts against a guy that he already beat 12-0? It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all, bro. So he was going to drop his belts to fight somebody when he could just keep his belts, take the easy-ass fight that he just won 12-0, and then make a big fight after that, knowing that he only 23 years old. So those were the options for Devin Haney to not have to fight George Kambosos again. And I always told y'all, none of those are good options. None of those are realistic options. Business is just not done that way. From nobody worth their weight in gold. Ain't no promoter paying Kambosos no step-aside money. Ain't nobody paying him no step-aside money when they know he gonna get his ass whooped. Devin Haney ain't dropping all his undisputed belts, the belts that's giving him the fight that he always said he wanted. He always said he wanted Lomachenko. Well, now Loma got to see him because of the belts. You drop those belts. You drop those damn belts. Not only does Kambosos have recourse that he can sue Top Rank, Devin whoever, for not honoring their contract and giving him the shot at all the belts because they done dispersed everywhere. But also, the fight that you wanted, the big Lomachenko fight, now what's Loma doing? Oh, you dropped all your belts, I'm fighting for these vacants. And he just gets to go around you again. Because now you are not in the way of him becoming a world champion again. And Top Rank, ESPN, the machine, they get to selling that shit, spending that shit, all of that, bro. So you lose your only leverage if you Devin Haney by dropping the belts. When all you got to do is beat the shit out of the guy that you already beat the shit out of, bro. We saw it coming on this channel. We saw it coming. And it's not because people are ducking him. Like, two things can be true. Lomachenko, by petitioning to become the franchise champion, instead of just unifying as a regular WBC champion and then fighting Devin Haney as his mandatory, by petitioning to be the franchise champion, he did duck Devin Haney in that instance, bro. He ducked him. Straight up and down. Because he put himself in a position to where he wouldn't have to fight Devin Haney as a mandatory. But to say that the reason Devin Haney is fighting Kambosos now, right now at this moment, is because Vasily Lomachenko is still actively, currently ducking him? False. Patently false, bro. Not true. Devin Haney is fighting Kambosos because Kambosos had a rematch clause and they weren't willing to do what was necessary to get out of that rematch. Kambosos wasn't willing to budge because he wanted his rematch. He wanted his easy bag, and I say easy because he gonna more than likely lose a unanimous decision again. Maybe get a black eye, maybe a cut here, cut there, but for 3, 4, 5 million, whatever he making, shit, he'll take that. That is why they fighting, bro. Not because Loma done came over here and they was ready to get Kambosos to step aside, but Loma ducked, and so now they got to fight Kambosos. No, bro. They fighting Kambosos because Kambosos had his rematch clause. They doing it kicking and screaming. They acting like they didn't want to do it, but I've been arguing the whole time, and I maintain, man, Bill Haney, Devin, they knew that shit, man. They knew that this shit was coming. It is what it is. Like, they knew this shit was coming, bro. So, you know, y'all let me know what y'all want to do, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Like, Devin Haney versus George Kambosos, too. Are there bigger fights? Yes. Are there fights that we want more for Devin Haney? Yes. But this was always the most realistic and most practical option, and that's why it's happening. But they fighting in the same month, so hopefully we get, you know, and they all fighting around the same time. Tank Davis always fight like in Halloween or some shit. Last year he fought in December, so Tank, Loma, Devin, they all fighting around the same time. So any combination of those three fighting next, in the middle of 2023 or beginning of 2023, I don't see why that's not a realistic option. But this notion that Devin Haney is somehow fighting George Kambosos because Loma is ducking him, bro, that's just not true. It's just not true when you look at all the facts and all the surrounding information. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment down below, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. Go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. For breakdowns and predictions, knockoutboxing86 at yahoo.com is the email. I appreciate y'all watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here. Peace out.